What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Today I'm getting ready for a date night. Ruben and I are gonna go out to dinner, and then we're gonna go see that new Don't Worry Darling movie. I saw a trailer for it over the summer, and so I've been dying to see it ever since. But yeah, I thought that I would show you my makeup, my hair, my outfit, and just go through all the steps. So yeah. I kind of switched up my setup in here just a little bit, and I'm loving it. It's so nice. I've got the windows wide open, one light, and there's just so much room in here. It feels amazing. So the look that I want to do today is actually that like winged outliner with a blank lower lash line. That has just been like my favorite go-to glam recently. I just feel so just feel so good in it. So I'm gonna do that tonight, but I want to pair it with like a more, just like a deeper lip, maybe like something like a little bit more berry-y or something along those lines. So yeah, and maybe make the eyeshadow just a little bit smokier. So we'll see where this goes. Also, before we get started, I don't know what this is. I discovered this rash today. It doesn't itch, but it is a little bit raised. I noticed it after the gym. Yeah, because I was just wondering, was it from, so I started taking this like magnesium spray, and I wasn't sure if it was from that, but I've been using that for like 2 weeks when I go to bed, and like I've never had this happen. And I sprayed it on other parts of my body and I don't have a rash anywhere, but I thought maybe that was it, but that doesn't make sense because this morning I didn't notice it when I got dressed for the gym. I just noticed it when I got back from the gym. So maybe it had something to do with like what was on my shirt. I don't know. Anyways, let's get ready. So I'm gonna start with my face, and I just took a shower. I put all of my like hair products in for when I get out of the shower. So I'll show you just like a quick tutorial afterwards on how not like a tutorial. I'll show you quickly like how I curl it, but if you want like a full tutorial on like how I've been styling my hair recently, just let me know. All right, I'm gonna be using the Vanish primer from Hourglass. This has been just my favorite recently. It just feels so good on my skin. Feels almost like a moisturizer. I'm also gonna bring this on my neck too because I'm gonna be applying makeup here, and I kind of want to put it down here. I don't know what I'm wearing yet. I have some things that go like lower, so then I'd want to like put like bronzer and stuff on my chest, but maybe I won't. I don't know. I like don't want to advertise my rash. And then I'm going to use the Anastasia Luminous foundation. I have not used this foundation in a hot minute, and this is one of my favorites. This is in the shade 220N. I like that the foundation also looks like that. I'm going to use a Fox 4 brush. This one's new. I don't want to use a new one. Just pop 2 pumps and then distribute. I think that might be too much. I have a paper towel here. I'm just dotting some of it off, and then I'll pop it on. There we go. I forgot that that's a more fuller coverage. This is one of my favorite foundations. I just have not used it in so long. I feel like I'm doing my makeup so early, but I guess it kind of makes sense. So this restaurant that we're going to, it's called Stacks. It's in Valparaiso, and I've been there once before with my friend for her birthday, but like everybody around here talks about it. Ruben and I are a little picky with restaurants. A lot of times when people like hype up a place, we end up hating it. So especially with like Mexican food. Like if you're familiar with this area, like the Northwest Indiana area, everyone goes to Ricochet Tacos and just like raves about it. And we went there and it was like, it's like, so you want me to pay $12 for a Taco Bell quality cheesy gordita crunch? So we're a little picky, but I did go to this restaurant with my friend for her birthday, and I did enjoy it. The atmosphere is kind of like a library, so it's a vibe. So we'll see. I'm probably gonna get the same thing that I got last time, which was chicken. And if I remember correctly, they didn't have like a ton of stuff on the menu, but yeah, I don't know, just try something different. We always end up going to the same restaurant all the time, or we cook our own food all the time, so I'm excited to just like try something different. And I'm excited to see this movie. Excited to see Florence Pugh in a different movie. I think that's her name. She's the girl from Midsummer, which I've seen that movie twice. It's so messed up, but so good. If you're into like creepy movies and stuff and you haven't seen that, check it out. But I haven't seen her in any other movies or anything, so, and she's a phenomenal actress, so I'm excited. And I'm pretty sure she's got the main role. Or I guess one of the main roles. There's like a lot of famous people in this movie. So yeah. Okay, I don't want to get foundation on my new pajamas, but I think I'm just gonna go down and cover up my rash. It's probably like the worst thing for it, but I don't care. We're gonna just try it. Because I just have a feeling I'm gonna wear something lower cut. I honestly just think it's like a heat sweat rash. Like from just being sweaty. I had cardio today, so pretty sure that's what that's from. But yeah, if you've missed any of my vlogs, I'm on a pajama kick, hence my bougie pajamas. These are from Victoria's Secret. I just usually wear like a sweatshirt, baggy t-shirt, and like baggy sweatpants to sleep. Really quick, I'm going in with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I'm mixing NC25 and NW20 together. Because it's too yellow, this is too light, and it should be the perfect concoction. And I'm just putting it here on my paper towel. I'm tired of like, I always work off the back of my hand, and I'm tired of always like having makeup on the back of my hand, because then I end up like touching things and I ruin clothes, and it just makes more sense to do it this way. So I'm gonna use my beauty blender and mix them together. I should use like a little palette thing, but I'm not. I'm gonna bring this under the eyes. But yeah, I've just been feeling so fabulous in my new satin pajamas. And I feel like Mia Wallace in Pulp Fiction would own these pajamas, right? She would totally own these pajamas. So I feel fancy schmancy. Okay, bring it around my eyeballs. And then taking a little bit extra and just really working it in my lash line, because I know I'm going to be doing that blank lower lash line today. Oh, but yeah, I was saying, it seems like I'm getting ready like way too early, because it's like, what time is it? It's a little after 1 o'clock, but this restaurant, everyone around here just raves about it, so they are always booked, like always booked. So the only time that we could get a reservation was for 4 o'clock. But then I was like, you know what, that's not so bad, because then we can go eat dinner and then go to the movie at like a decent time and come back at like a decent time. I'm gonna do some cream bronzer with the Charlotte Tilbury one. And after I get ready, I need to clean my makeup brushes. It has been a hot minute since I've done that. Get the forehead. I'm using my Smith 157 brush. I'm loving my new nails, by the way. I went darker, and just for like fall, you know, and I normally just do like a light color, and I just feel so festive. Feel so cozy with them. And then we're gonna bring this underneath. Are you guys watching Dancing with the Stars this season? Who are you rooting for? I want to know. I hate that I cannot remember his name, but there's a man on there and he's deaf, and he like is doing phenomenally, and he just seems to have like just the sweetest personality. So I'm rooting for him, and I'm rooting for Wayne Brady, especially because he seemed to be kind of like hard on himself, and like he does such a good job. So him, and then I hope that Jessie James Decker can hang in there for a little while, because I just like her. I follow her on Instagram and she seems really sweet. Oh, it's getting dark in here. Damn it. Hopefully that's better. It's kind of a gloomy day out, but then sometimes the sun peeks out, so hopefully the lighting is all right in here. I just wanted to do like a more like minimal setup and more like minimal lighting, so hopefully that doesn't like screw me over. So we'll see how this goes, because it would appear that it is getting darker out. Okay, going in with my beauty blender around all the edges. Don't come for me, but I already bought Christmas decor. And you know what? I'm not even embarrassed to say that, because I bought a Halloween little like witch broom, and it is October 7th today. Yeah, and I still don't have it. I ordered it in July. So I ordered some Christmas stuff, and when I went out shopping with Amanda the other day, I got some Christmas stuff at Pottery Barn, because that's where I usually order my stuff from. I end up just liking like a lot of their holiday decor pieces. So I thought, you know what, while we're here at the mall and I can see this stuff in person, I might as well just get it while I'm here, because if I freaking order it online, it's gonna take 500 years to get to my house, and then I'll get it by hopefully next Christmas. You know what I mean? So I got it in person and I'm excited. Don't worry, I'll wait till November, but you know. I'm gonna set with, do I wanna set with this yet? Wait. I'm going to go into the Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. I forgot about this product. So I'm going to pop this. Just 2 dots right here and 1 down the center. Okay, just using my beauty blender. You know what? I was going to use this, but I think I totally almost forgot. I wanted to use these face powders. These are the Charlotte Tilbury face powders. I used to love these and I just haven't used them in so long. So I'm going to use the medium, which is this one, and I'm going to set my face with it. And the under eyes, I also have the fair, which might be too light, but this might work for underneath my eyes. But yeah, that's pretty bright. So we'll see. So I'm going to use the medium. Just set the forehead under here. Oh, that's nice, because sometimes I feel like I'll brighten underneath my contour with my powder and it just ends up going too bright, and then I find that I like go back and forth between like my powder, my bronzer, and I try to like lighten it up, and yeah, this is like a really nice color for that for me. And then I'm gonna mix the medium with the light for the under eye. Oh, that's nice. Okay, that fair doesn't go on as light as I thought. I feel like it looks so light in the pan, but it's not that crazy. So that's good. Okay, it's a Charlotte Tilbury kind of day, isn't it? I did not plan on that. But I'm now going to go into the powder bronzer. Charlotte Tilbury, if you want to work with me, let me know. Just kind of layer over that. I'm going to brighten up my light really quick and see if that's going to just help in here. Okay, wow. I had the brightness at like 15%. Did not realize. Okay, I'm gonna contour my nose. I'm using the NYX 3 Steps to Sculpt palette and just taking the contour color. You can see it's very well loved. And I never use the other 2 shades. Those 2 just like aren't my favorite. And then get around my lips and then blend them. And then for blush, I want to use this one, which is like an old classic. I remember this blush from Makeup by Tiffany D. Back in the day, she did like a fall tutorial and used this blush. So literally every time I use this blush, I think of her and just old school tutorials. But this is Exposed from Tarte. It's just a really good, just classic blush, and looks good for like a variety of different makeup looks. So I'm gonna use my MAC 168 brush. Such a good like everyday color, almost like a mauvey neutral. Dot it up here. Okay, and now we can move on to the eyes. Okay, I'm gonna start with my eyebrows. And I think I want to use the Anastasia, I think it's called the Perfect Brow Pencil. It's just like their classic original brow pencil. I'm just gonna sharpen this first. Oh, I meant to frickin' do my brow tinting today. I totally forgot. Oh well. I just lightly filled them in with this. And now I'm gonna switch to the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer in the color Brunette. And I'm just gonna do some like fine detail work with this. I feel like I just like never like my brows until like the very end, and then I'm like, oh, it works. But like, right, I just feel weird. Just doing a little bit of brow gel, and then we can revisit these later. Goes like, what's going on? Whatever. Ooh, there goes the sun again, this lighting. So for my primer, I'm using the Painterly Paint Pot, my favorite. Just gonna prime the eyes. I'm gonna use the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette. This is just such a classic palette. It's so good, and I was gonna grab a different one, but this just literally has every color that I'm gonna need because I do wanna smoke this up just a little bit more than I did in my eyeliner video. But I just love the tones. They're just so perfect for creating like that perfect smoky eye. So, and I don't even know how smoky I'm gonna go. I'm thinking just like a touch smokier than before, which before it was just like very blank. So I'm first gonna go into this shade right here. Bring that into the outer corner and the crease. And just like basically connect it into my nose contour. And just slowly building it up little by little. I'm just using a Fox 1 brush from my brush set. I'm gonna grab a Smith 230 brush, and I'm gonna grab a mixture of these two shades right here. And I'm gonna just start adding that onto the outer lid very lightly. And then once I've got a lot of the product just blended there, I'm gonna pull back on my brush and bring it into the crease, staying still on the outer portion. And then just the more that we work with this, the more product we'll get on the eye, and then we can bring it in a little bit more. I like to bring it in and up actually. Kind of makes the eye look bigger. Just slowly adding more of that richer color to deepen this up a little bit more. Well, that's easy enough. So I just had a little bit of leftover glue left in my eye, and I just, you know, grabbed it, took it off. And it just reminds me of this specific experience. Back a couple years ago, I did this photo shoot for a brand. I get there and there's a bunch of famous makeup artists, like people that either have a big name themselves because they work on celebrities, or they were assistants to people that worked on celebrities. So like they would also work on celebrities as well. And I sat down and they go to do my makeup and they started like the skin prep or whatever. And I must have had like some leftover lash glue in my eye from the day before, because if you've ever worn lashes, you know how hard it is to get that off of your eyes. Even if you like wash really good and scrub your eye, like it's really hard to get lash glue off, let alone mascara alone. So I guess I had a spot that had lash glue, and she made me feel like the scum of the earth because I had this lash glue in my lashes. She pointed it out. She was so disgusted, or acted so disgusted, that I had leftover lash glue in my lashes from the day before. Even though like the rest of my makeup, I had no makeup on. I had a very clean face because you're not supposed to come with makeup on. But anyways, I will just always remember that. And now every time I take my makeup off, I think of that. And I think about how she made me feel. And it's interesting too, because that photo shoot that I was on, they also hired like other like very professional models for this shoot. And I remember one girl, there was only one other influencer that was there, but she also did like she like sang and she acted, and she's like a straight up performer, right? And I just remember feeling just so out of my element because I'm not a performer. I just do makeup on YouTube. You know what I mean? And yeah, like one of the girls, she's clearly a professional model because she came and like had all the correct undergarments on. She just stood there, took her clothes off, and just like they measured her and like tried stuff on, and she just sat there, they put it on, and then she just went out and like did her thing and was like whatever. Fabulous. But like I was not that, okay? And I feel like brands should know that. Brands should know that like people that create YouTube videos does not mean that they are like professional models, actors, dancers, like all of the above. And this shoot ended up being a video shoot as well, where they want They wanted us to dance. So they put music on. I danced. But then they would like check the shot and not tell me that they were checking the shot. And so I'd still be dancing. And they would be like, you can stop dancing now, in front of the whole studio. Like, so embarrassing. Anyways, every time I take my makeup off or every time I see leftover glue residue in my eyelash, I literally think of everything that I just told you. Everything. Oh, and then, I clearly wasn't posing good enough, right? Because I don't know how to fucking pose. And so they're taking photos of me and they kept fixing my hair. So I sat there like really straight because anytime I would move, they would correct it. So I just sat there and I looked at the camera and waited for direction. But like literally all my photos were like, and I'm pretty sure I was supposed to be more like movement-y, but like literally as soon as I would like make the slightest move, they'd be like, put your face forward. I'm like, okay, so then I'd do that. Then they had like a group shot where me and the other girls were supposed to like take photos together, and they ended up switching up the order and making me get my makeup removed. And while that was happening, they were shooting with the other girls. And then the campaign photos came out and they didn't use any of my images. And they knew that day that like I wasn't that good. So they purposely moved the order of the day around so that I wouldn't be a part of the group shots, so that the 3 professionals would be a part of it. And like the lady from the brand had like told me, this campaign and your images are gonna be across the world, and like trying to hype it up, which I don't. First of all, that's really sweet, but like I don't like the hype. It makes me uncomfortable. And so then I was like, I was actually kind of nervous. I'm like, oh my God, like I had stores just like worldwide. And I was told that these images would also be in like other retail stores as well, like not just for the brand's stores, but also for like other stores that this brand is carried at. And yeah, they didn't use any of my images. They posted one photo on their Instagram and it is like not flattering at all, which is fine, like whatever. And like I can, even then, like I felt fine about it. Like I wasn't that like dramatic and upset or whatever, but it was just kind of like, wow, that like didn't feel very good. And I'm glad that I have somewhat of a backbone because it didn't affect me in a negative way as badly as it could have. But I don't know. I would just always remember that experience. It's not a good one. And now every time I take my makeup off, I think of that whole experience. I just think that sometimes brands probably see what creators are doing online and think like, oh, since they do that online, they must be like really good at like modeling and things like that. Cause like I can take a decent photo in my house, but I don't know how to pose like for a professional photographer. You know what I mean? So I think they were probably really let down that I wasn't that great. But also, I don't know. I guess, see, I'm familiar with like how that situation would go because I'm thinking like, well, just coach me, like tell me what I'm doing wrong or whatever. But maybe like, I guess professionals just like wouldn't need that, so they wouldn't know to coach me. I don't know. It was weird. Very strange experience. Okay, and then I'm gonna take I quickly just put these 2 shades right here, mixed them together, and I put them on my lid. And now I'm gonna do the same thing and put them underneath on the lower lash line. Really brighten that up. I'm also gonna carry this under here to brighten this up, because I'll be going in with the wing. I'm quickly just adding some of these darker shades. I added a little bit of this one. I'll probably add some more of that just to warm it up a bit. I'm quickly just gonna highlight with any face highlighter to really brighten up the inner corner. And then the brow bone as well. So now I'm gonna go into my eyeliner. I'm gonna be very quiet while I do this. If you want a full in-depth tutorial on how I create my winged liner, I go so in depth with it. And this is a newer video. I just posted it like 2 weeks ago. I have an old one as well, but if you want like an updated one, I just posted one. So check it out. I use this liner and I walk you through it step by step by step by step on how to create the perfect wings. So check that out if you are curious. I'll post it right up here. These are the Ardell 421 lashes. I'm gonna apply mascara and then pop these lashes right on top. So the lashes are on, they're just drying, and then I'll touch them up with the liner, but the eyes are done, and woo, I'm loving them. For my lips, I want to do something a little bit more bold, kind of like a berry color. So I pulled out a few different colors, and I think these are the top 3 shades. So I've got these 2 from Charlotte Tilbury. I've got Walk of Shame, and then I've got Bond Girl. Kind of digging the Bond Girl. And then I also have this one from Tom Ford. This is Plum Lush. So I'm gonna start with a lip liner. Let's do, it's a little dark. I'm gonna try this one as a base. This is the Auburn lip pencil from Anastasia. Ooh, that is a vibe. Maybe I'll do this. I'm gonna start with Bond Girl, and then I can maybe add in something brighter after. So I'm gonna take this, just apply it on the lips. I'm gonna add a little bit of Cool Brown from Anastasia. I swear I can't do my lips without Cool Brown. Okay, so I very quickly just added the Makeup by Mario Garth lipstick. It's a little bit more brown. I just wanted it to be a little bit less berry-y. So now I can go do my hair. It's pretty much all the way air dry. Well, not all the way. I'd say 75% of the way air dried. I'm gonna hit it with a blow dryer and then put in some curls. So I'll just throw some music over this. Done. It looks a little crazy, but that's all right. I'm gonna get dressed and I will show you just like a quick little either picture or video shot of my outfit because I'm running late as usual. Crop tops from Aritzia. This, what is the name of this? Pochette Matisse, I think. Abercrombie jeans, and then the boots are from Nasty Gal. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed just seeing me get ready, start to finish. If you want a full in-depth tutorial on how I curl my hair, let me know. Normally it looks a lot better than this. I feel like it's looking a little, oh, that's not so bad. Whatever, let me know if you want to see that video. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today and getting ready. Let me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you soon. Bye.